Hey folks, welcome to the Houseplant Coach. This isn't really an episode. So anyway, hi, this is Veronica with Oh Happy Plants, and this morning I just have an ask. I have been, since I started with this concept of make a soil that is responsive to the needs of an individual plant, since I started with this species-based soil concept, I have been struggling with how to present it in a way that's easy to understand, that's easy to figure out what soil goes with which plant, blah, blah, blah. So I just this morning, I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, but just this morning I'm sitting here you know what? I'm still working on that. I keep doing iteration after iteration of how to convey which soil to use with which plant. I can't do a list of every single house plant. There are too freaking many. So invariably, I will get an email that says, hey, I can't find this plant. What one does it go to? And then I'm just like, maybe it's a plant I've never even heard of. But I go and I look it up and I gather all the information. And then I give one or two suggestions in terms of what it would work with, in terms of and instead of, so, and this is what I do. I literally do what I state on the website in terms of going and looking up its native habitat, its growth habit, because it might be from the rainforest, but if it grows up in a tree, it doesn't need as much water as a plant that grows on the ground. It has different conditions, and then I'll also ask about where they keep it in the house, because Sansevieras are crazy high light plants. And a lot of people keep them in the dark. And so I'm like, that's going to matter with what dirt I recommend, right? So all of these things go into play. And that's why I'm trying to teach people how I do my process in terms of looking up the soil, because I want to Sorry, I have an alarm going off that I can't turn off. I want to streamline it for you guys so you don't have to email me. And so you're empowered to find the answers yourself, because it's that whole thing of, if you understand how I get to what I get to, then you're going to have a deeper understanding of your plant in your home. So that's why I try to teach the why behind all of this shit that I'm doing. And so hive mind, I need help. I have had so many different ideas for how to convey all of the match this soil to that plant. There's a piece of me that wants to put together a spreadsheet and instruct people to just use the Control F function, Control Find, and type in the plant name. And of course it would be alphabetical, but it would be alphabetical by scientific name, by, Latin name. And a lot of people don't know the Latin names. So I guess I would have to include whatever common names too. But a person can look up the Latin name also, and so then just do Control F, but then people would need to be spelling the names right to be able to find them. So I'm seeing issues there, and I can't include every single plant, it's literally impossible. There's always going to be somebody out there who's like, I'm keeping this in the house and it's a fucking potato or something. So potatoes are really cool, by the way. Sprout one in a dish. And people with the, what is it, Stephania erecta or whatever, it's basically a potato, except don't eat it. I don't know if they're edible, but I don't know if they're poisonous, so don't eat it. But there's a piece of me. There's a piece of me that is somebody needs to start sprouting potatoes in a really cool container and then selling them as a houseplant, because that would be ridiculous. And then it grows you food. Sorry, another alarm going off. I have too many things to do this morning to be podcasting, so I'm not really here, by the way. This is a secret. I'm running away soon. But anyway, so if you have any, if you've ever visited OhHappyPlants.shop and you've seen all the soils and you've been like, this really isn't set up very well. Yeah, it isn't. You're right. Welcome to being a small business owner and doing everything yourself. And I have one brain and I think about things a certain way, and I know it's not easy for everyone. And I know people learn differently than me too. And I also know that people want a simple answer. And so I'm really working on simplifying it. If you have any ideas for like suggestions that I could implement to make this easier to choose which dirt, if you ever were on there and you were like, I wish it was just set up this way, that would be so much easier. Please tell me. Please tell me. I desperately need your guys' help because I keep trying things and I always get emails about, oh, what's this for? What's that for? So I'm just like there's a piece of me that just wants to put a list of plants on my site under a certain tab on the menu and do it that way. And I started setting that up, and then I was like, you know what? This is ridiculous. It's getting way too complicated. So simplicity is really key. I don't want to overwhelm people, but I also need to figure out how the fuck to communicate this. So please help me. I really, really desperately need your help. And I don't know, maybe there's a piece of me that wants to incentivize this help because I really need help. I don't know how everybody thinks and learns. I don't have the ability to see into your guys' head when you visit the website and see what's frustrating and what makes things simpler and all of that. So there's a piece of me that wants to send free dirt to people who end up with really solid ideas that I put into practice. So I'm open to shit like that. If you have a killer idea and you will take the time to email it to me, the address is hello@OhHappyPlants.shop. No, wait, shit. Sorry. Scratch that. OhHappyPlants.com. 2 H's in OhHappy. Yes, that's my real last name. Yes, my parents are ridiculous. Yes, I love them. I love them for it. It's so silly. People think that I think I've mentioned this on the podcast before. People think that I changed my name to match my business, on Facebook. And I'm like, no. The name came first. You changed it to that? No, I was born with that. Yes, it's insane. But it's fun. I get to laugh at myself every day if I want to. Anyway, so that's going to be the end of this episode. No real plant advice, just an ask for help, because I am sitting here just at a loss. And honestly, there's a piece of me that's I feel like no matter what I do, there's going to be somebody who doesn't learn that way, no matter what I do. So there's a piece of me that wants to put a couple of different things into place. So please, if you have some weird idea or even just a piece of an idea that you don't know how I would actually put into practice, but your brain thinks about this in a certain way that it doesn't seem like I understand, please tell me. And again, if somebody comes to me and says, oh yeah, just do this, and it's a fucking killer idea, I will send you free dirt for that shit. I will pay you in soil for help. Please help me. Anyway, it's I feel like I'm going insane over here trying new things and none of them work. So welcome to running a small business. Sometimes you are completely ineffectual. If you're thinking about starting a small business and you haven't yet because you feel like you're inept, welcome to the club. Do it anyway. I get to be inept on my own schedule. Instead of feeling like I know what I'm doing in a job that does not fulfill me, that is completely on somebody else's schedule. I think it's a lot more fun to be learning shit all the time and be have the freedom of time to do it on your own time. So if you have not started a business because you're scared of not knowing what you're doing, just fucking do it. Yeah. It's totally worth it. And also, you really get to be good at laughing at yourself. So if that is a value that you hold, the ability to not take yourself too seriously, once again, back to my last name, I can't take myself too seriously because look at that, it's a train wreck. It's fantastic. It's not a train wreck. But anyway, definitely humorous. You definitely learn to laugh at yourself with this small business thing because you will screw things up and you will learn from them and all of that. So please get out there and start your damn business because it's so worth it. The freedom of time alone, but just everything else too. It's so freaking worth it. I'm going to be starting to do some more work in the small business space pretty soon here. I've already started on it. I just haven't made it public yet. So if you are looking for that sort of, if it would help you to have my brain ramble on about small business shit, there's another podcast that will be coming out at some point here that is more geared towards those things. It might not be launched until like January or something. Or I might get distracted by writing the book I'm about to start writing. So we'll see. But if you really want that, then like, if you don't see it by January, then like yell at me and I will get on it. But yeah, so if you have ideas for this, how to communicate the match between plant and dirt with this whole thing that please email me. hello@OhHappyPlants.shop. I would love to hear from you. Or reach out any old way, but email is definitely preferred because then I can snooze it for when I know I'll be at my computer. I'm really trying to get better at being at my computer more often. That's been a hardship. But anyway, onward. I hope you all are having a fantastic September. And I think I mentioned I repotted all my houseplants. They are kicking some serious ass, except for my fiddle leaf fig, which is like, I'm going to throw a fit. And I'm like, yeah, you weren't happy anyway. Go for it. So, by the way, if your fiddle throws a fit after you repot it, that can be normal. It's just throwing some leaves on the ground. It's not like dying or anything, but yeah, just hold tight. It'll come back. Don't worry about it. If any branches are totally bare, now is your chance to chop it off and have it bush out again. So that's actually a good thing. Maybe. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. Happy Sunday. Enjoy your September, and please email me. Please, I need help.